Joseph from Philadelphia here. I don't know where Arnold is, right over there. And then of course his long-term trainer who has been with him for many, many years. That's Nassim Richardson. Nassim, if I may ask you up to come and say a few words, please.
I'd like to thank everybody coming out. I'd like to thank you for the support. You guys coming out to support Bernard on his next adventure. I appreciate the kind words by Richard Schaefer. It's interesting when I think about Kelly Pavlik. One is I appreciate this young man's stride and how he's come along as a young athlete. But this is not the first time I know for a fact he was in Philadelphia. When I did the Silver Glove tournament years ago, Kelly Pavlik was here fighting as a young amateur kid at the time. And I had Bernard working on getting prepared for Simon Brown. So I worked Bernard early, and then that evening I would go down to the Silver Gloves and watch this young man fight. So for those of you who this kid is a surprise, it's not to me. I've been watching him for years, and he's always been very talented, and Jack has always done a great job with it. So we're going to have to be well prepared, because we realize that Kelly Pavlik is a young kid who comes and he's a puncher. And not only is he a puncher, he's a very good fighter. People overlook his ability just because he can punch. But I promise you and I promise Jack, we won't overlook those things. Okay, I'm impressed with the young man, and I know we have to prepare a great game plan. I have John David Jackson with me, and Danny Davis and the rest of our team is still there, Leon Tad, Malik. So what we're going to do is we're going to put together the program we put together in the past and been successful with. And then we're going to forge this together in order to prevail over Kelly Pavlik and his team. So I beg you to come down here to October 18th and watch this team Hopkins does what it does, and we come back victorious. So I appreciate you for your time, and thank you for your attention.
First, I'd like to thank everyone that showed up for this press conference to give this show respect. I wasn't surprised. That's what Philly is. Philly support their own. Before I start, and let Kelly and his team get on, I'm sitting here and I'm hearing Nazim and I'm hearing Richard Schaefer and Mark Tafford. I'm peeping at the TV, and I see an old dog named Brett Favre. I said, man, you gonna tell me somebody else doing something like I'm doing, 40 plus years old, and still got the swagger to do what he do? I mean, so, does anybody think that I'm the only one standing, maybe in boxing, but it's, football, boxing is two competitive and two painful sports. And don't look for me to retire, because I got I guess a faraway distance deal with Brett Favre. I retire when he retires. So as long as he stays, then I'm going to stay. What the hell? Two old guys playing two different sports. So I'm just want to bring it to your attention. I'm saying him throw that ball. He didn't throw like he was 42 or 41 years old. But nevertheless, let's get to boxing. This is a really unique, strange situation for me, because I really, honestly, don't have anything negative to say to Kelly Pavlik. And let me tell you why. I mean, because, we got to sell a fight, we got to hype the fight up, but then at the end of the day, y'all know I got two products here that come to fight. And y'all know Kelly Pavlik has a reputation for getting guys out of there and punishing. But as far as I'm concerned, this is like two blue-collar guys, two construction workers fighting over a sandwich. After a hard 9 hours of work. I mean, do you understand what kind of fight that's going to be? We talking construction workers that worked all day, and it's one sandwich to fight over. It's a battle, man. This is that type of blue-collar battle. I respect what this guy done. He's earned the middleweight division, became my successor by exposing, which really wasn't the real deal, no personal attack against him. That's Jermaine Teller. But this man got it the old-fashioned way, not the political way. He got it with these. And that's when I became a fan of Kelly Pavlik. But in saying those nice words, that don't mean that I'm not going to go in there and do my job, because I've never been afraid of a ghost. And when you're not afraid of a ghost, you understand that you're facing somebody can be real scary. And somebody can do something to you, because what we do in the business of boxing, our job is to hurt the other guy. So they say don't let your sons become cowboys, but don't let them become boxers if you don't understand the hurt business. This is what we do. I've been doing it for 20-something years. A little longer than Kelly, but I've been successful doing it. And I'm coming into this fight with confidence from the last fight. Some will say, well, Bernard, you lost the last fight. No, they said I lost. And I'm in no denial because there's a good percentage of people in this room that's credible, that's writers, that's reporters, will tell you that they had me winning the fight. And y'all got TVs and y'all seen it. So don't think I'm coming in with a low self-esteem. Don't think I'm taking this fight to boost my Hall of Fame status or legacy. I am coming in with a little bit of controlled anger or motivation because you sort of learn from yesterday. Yesterday is the past, tomorrow is the unknown. And until October 18th comes, the questions and the analysis of what age has to do with it, as Tina Turner said, what love has to do with age got to do with it. I'm not showing it. I don't think I have showed it. But this is a situation where you got a seasoned veteran that fought every style, that curated a plan to take the other guy's best weapons and use it against them. And before I close, I like to mention history, because history normally repeats itself more than nothing. And I remember in 2001, this undefeated fighter, killer. He had a left hook that would knock anybody dead. He had a record that showed it. His name was Felix Trinidad. And they said he's gonna get hit with that left hook, that left hook, that left hook. I said, okay, I'm gonna glue my right hand here. Pavlik is known as having a dangerous right hand extension. But I'm known to having one of the best defense in the last 20 years of boxing, and no one has denied that. So when you got a guy that like to come forward, and you got a guy that, you know, don't like running, never did run, but can box, but not run, can make you miss and be right there. The name of the game is take what he do best and make it his worst damn enemy. I've been a master at that. And come October 18th, that master performance is going to come again in front of your eyes. Atlantic City has been good to Bernard Hopkins in making history. And ironically, I'll come back to the place that I mentioned my first and only retirement at. If this is going to be the last one, on my terms, of course not Kelly Pavlik's terms, then I have to make this a reminder and a historic memory for all the boxing fans that I have here, writers, HBO, pay-per-view, everybody. And also have Kelly Pavlik and his team look at this as history to themselves, understanding that he was in a great performance. Didn't come out on top, but he was in a great situation. So I'm looking for him to bring his A game. I'm looking for him to bring everything that the other fighters have brought over the years, and I'll just come with mine. And at the end of the day, whoever got the best plan, whoever got the best focus, the best heart, the best will and determination will win the fight. That's how it goes. Thanks for being patient, and thanks for coming out Philadelphia. I will bring her home. Come buy these tickets fast, because they will be gone. And if you don't, spend money on the tickets and pay your cable bill, because if you pay your cable bill, the TV will be on, it won't be off tonight. I'll fight. I'll be very upset. All right? So let's do that, and let's support Philly, let's support boxing, because this was at the best fight, the best. Kelly Pavlik didn't have to take this fight. I didn't have to ask for the fight. We did. Let's do it, and let's support it. Thank you.
Philadelphia. It's great to be here. We just came from New York, as everybody has said. We took this fight for a couple of reasons, and one of the reasons is, of course, fighting a legend. I mean, Bernard Hopkins, for sure, Hall of Famer. 20 title defenses. I mean, like he said, we didn't have to take this fight, nor did he, but boxing, this is what it needs. I think over the past few years, Kelly has brought it back a little bit. The Miranda fight, the Zertucci fight, the two with Taylor, and then what we did to Lockett. The only thing I can say that Bernard said was that, you know, I think you guys are going to be a little bit disappointed come the 18th. I don't think it's going to swing their way, but of course, I expect nothing less of Bernard Hopkins to be fully prepared. You know, I don't listen to the paper where they said people are worried about his health, they're worried about he's too old. He's not. Bernard Hopkins proved himself with Slappy Joe. You know, I thought he won the fight. You know, the win over Winky Wright, the 2 disputed decisions with Jermaine Taylor. I expect nothing but the best from Bernard Hopkins. I know his trainer, Nassim, from the amateur days, and I know he'll have him fully prepared. But again, like he said, the person with the best plan will win the fight, and that's obviously going to be us. So tune in October 18th. I think it's going to be a great fight for as long as it lasts, and see you guys 18th.
And future Hall of Famer also, Kelly Pavlik.
I'd like to thank Top Rank and Golden Boy also. I'd like to thank Ron here in Philadelphia. Next press conference, I'm going to have to get a pullover.
This is the only time I'm going to help you.
Honestly,
Sound like
thank,
him, you see that?
you know, thank the crowd here in Philadelphia. We were talking earlier, you know, people keep asking the question, the reporters, the 500 we had to go through in New York. You know, why take this fight? You know, why now? Why go up to 170? Well, first of all, you know, Bernard's up at 175. You know, 160. There's nobody there right now for a big fight. Yeah, we did want to fight Calzaghe because supposedly he's one of the pound-for-pound fighters in the world. Well, of course, there was no way we could snag him up for this fight. And I was out of town when I found out they said Bernard Hopkins, and I go, who else can you get out there that's actually got a bigger name right now than Bernard? And that was due to the fact that the Calzaghe fight was being so close and would have put him down in the first round. But you know, I've never been much of a talker myself. Everybody knows my style and how I come to fight. We train for every fight, including if it's Gary Lockett or Jermaine Taylor or Joe Blow. Every fight we train the same, and we're definitely going to train the same with Bernard Hopkins. The guy's a veteran, he's a legend, he's crafty, and we need to bring our A game, and we need to be able to go 12 hard rounds with tons and tons of punches and film study. And this fight here, I'm not taking lightly at all, and I think it's definitely going to be exciting. October 18th is going to be a Hall of Fame battle, and we're going to come out on top, and our streak's going to continue. It's just a pleasure to be in the ring with Hopkins, and I'd like to thank everybody else, and I'll see you on the 18th.
Keep them center. I know you're doing right. You got the pictures in New York. Like over to the right. Hang out a little bit.
Hey buddy, can you head something?
Over here, please. Thank you.
Yeah, right here.
Right here, please.
Ready? Let's do a face-off.
Look in his eyes! That's the one. Yeah, look in his eyes! Go! Sit down, guys!